Good morning. It's Tuesday morning. I have my boyfriend here. He's sitting over there at the table. It's about 10 to 10 and overnight we did a 12-hour fast. Why on earth would I do that, you might be wondering? Well, IB has got this blood sugar testing kit and he's fiddling with it at the moment because apparently it's not functioning optimally. He's already had to change the batteries on it. It's got like a spring-loaded finger pricker on it with blades that change with everyone.
There's 6 needles in here and you've changed the needle in between.
Oh, okay. He knows what he's doing anyway, I'm just in his hands. So,
He's saying he knows what he's doing and he's struggling a bit.
Oh dear. Anyway, I'm drinking hot water because I'm still fasting officially. I am feeling lightheaded, but that's probably because I just woke up rather than being starving. I'll get back to you when we start to do the thing, supposing the device will work. He's taking it all to bits at the moment.
It's not going in.
I have relocated to the table. He's got it working, by the way. He's going to just look up what the results mean first so that we know how to interpret them.
I think it would be in the explanatory book, wouldn't you?
You would think, yeah. He's going to go first and then it's going to be my turn. I know. I'm trying just not even to think about the pin pricker on the spring-loaded thing because, like, you know, we have friends who have to do this to themselves all the time because they're diabetic, so we just need to man up. I mean, he's already manned up, but I'm just a baby.
Well, I am that by default.
And, oh, you are manned up by default,
Yes,
you? Right,
yeah.
I'm not. But I have to stab Izzy in the leg once a week anyway for her injection, so I just need to man up. To have a tiny little pin prick in the finger, or thumb, wherever it is. This is what the results will mean. It's okay if it's less than 5.6. Oh my god, I'm trying to read your writing backwards in the monitor. This is a challenge. If it's between 5.6 and 6.9, that means you're pre-diabetic, so presumably I'd have to give my doctor a call. And if it's 7 or higher, you need to confirm it with a second test, but that means you are diabetic. So he's got these little strips in here. Oh, these are the strips, right? I'm just trying to get the strips in focus.
That's the pricky thingy.
That's the pricky thingy. What, you press on it and it comes stabbing out?
Yeah.
On the thumb, is it?
No, on the side of your finger.
Side of your finger, oh, that's better. What's this thing?
This is the diagnostic machine.
Oh, this is the diagnostic machine. Presumably you put the strip in it.
The bottom.
In there, in the hole.
No, you have to be quite precise. You have to see that yellow bit. You have to get your blob. You have to touch that against your blob, and it sucks it up. Okay.
So that's the bit he means when he says the yellow bit. That's where the blob of blood has got to go.
The dot where it comes out. Yeah. And you just put the dot against the side of your finger.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know if I want to.
As demonstrated by an invisible person, right? Okay, he's going for it. He's cringing. His face is. Oh no, he went all calm then. Oh, that was quick actually. He didn't yell with pain.
Oh, there we are.
Well, here comes the blood.
No, it's only a tiny bit. Look.
It's not like a blood in army.
It's all painful, right? You've got to get that right in.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I'm having a hot flush now.
See that sucked in?
Oh, it shot in. It's went.
Right, are you ready for yours?
Okay, let me give my hands a wash. I've got to wash your hands first. Come on, let's go to the sink. Got to be sterile, you see. Finger.
Side of finger. It's not painful, really.
For there.
Yeah.
And I just press that white button,
No,
do
we
I?
press the end. Press the springy thing in.
Oh, God.
You're going to make sure the round dot is on the side of your finger.
Can I do my thumb?
Well, if you like, primarily it says finger,
Well, it's only going to be the same blood, presumably.
presumably.
And it's that hole there, the biggest hole. Oh, I'm just thinking that I've got more more to push against my thumb. My fingers are a bit flimsy.
Doesn't hurt, honestly.
Okay.
Doesn't it? It's more, it's the anticipation's worse. Just man
I'm
up.
scared. Right, now relax or it's going to... Ow! Oh, that's okay. That's fine.
Yes, see? Now you've got to give it a bit of squeeze.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
That's it. That's enough. Right, you've got to line that up. Well, actually, you want a bit more than that. That's
Oh, you said that. You said stop.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, yeah, right, that'll do. That'll do. That's a goodly amount. Right, get that in the middle of that yellow.
Oh, look at that. It's shot straight up.
Hang on, it hasn't peeped yet. Oh, sugar's gone off.
Oh.
Well, you didn't leave it about half hour.
Well, I was scared. I'll milk a bit more out.
Oh, God, we're going to start again, huh?
I am in my pyjamas, by the way, yes. I wasn't wasting any time because I want food, baby.
Right, go on then.
Okay, I'm coming.
That's it, that's good, it's beeping.
Right.
Do you want the result? Well, you can see it.
Oh!
Oh yeah, you're fine.
There we are. Right, I'm going to turn Cammy off now and probably have a proper cup of tea. Sometime later, I'm enjoying a cup of tea and rice cake and some cheese. Isabel has just announced she's doing her mock job interview now and has asked us not to go and disturb her. Well, that is in progress. So she's doing it with her college tutor online. IB has just left. It's about 10 to 11. Before I go and finish yesterday's vlog, I am going to see if I can get a shop for Iceland tomorrow. I don't know if I can. I'm running really low on everything at the moment. I actually have a shop coming from Tesco's on Sunday, like a big one, but I just don't think we can last without going to a shop. So if I can't get an Iceland shop now for tomorrow or maybe the day after, I think I'm going to have to go to an actual shop in person. It's a rainy old day out there, as you can see. Well, that's a noisy bird. Well, I should be nice and cosy in my office now then, / bedroom, listening to the rain outside. I have ordered an Iceland shop and it is coming between 10 and 12 tomorrow. Now I'm going to make coffee and finish tonight's vlog. I now have coffee, as you see. Izzy's been in. She said that she thinks her interview mock thing went really badly. You know, she was doing that pretend job interview. Do you know what? She said that about things before and then got distinction. So let's see how that actually goes. And then she was rummaging around looking for squared paper for maths. So she's doing maths now, an online class. And I'm going to edit the rest of yesterday's video. I'm exporting my vlog. I've finished editing it, getting it ready to upload, and in the meantime I'm just trying something a little bit new here. I don't know if you can see what's on my mirrors here, and I've put it on all my mirrors. There's quite a few. I've given it a wipe with a microfiber cloth, which is there, with some just liquid hand soap. Now in the past, subscribers have said about putting a bit of shaving foam on mirrors to stop them steaming up when the bathroom gets all steamy. Also, you know, in recent times, we've all been having trouble, haven't we, with the old glasses steaming up when we go out, you know, with a mask on, and it's come to my attention, thanks to you lot, giving me wonderful advice in the comments, that if you just put a bit of washing up liquid or a bit of hand soap, or some people have even said saliva works, just put it on the lenses, back and front, I have anyway, and then don't wash it off, but buff it with a bit of kitchen towel or a tissue or something dry like that. So it's kind of buff it and rub it in. So I thought, well, why don't I try that with the mirrors as well? So far I've just kind of put it on there, but I think when it's dried, I'll buff it with some kitchen towel or something and see if that stops it steaming up when we have baths and things. And I'll let you know how we get on with that. In case you were wondering what that noise was, it's rain coming down and landing there. I could do with a porch. Somebody suggested this once. I should probably look into that at some point, once it's safe to have builders wandering in and out again. I've got my vlog up. Izzy's just started an afternoon class. She's flipping eating mini cheddars in bed, and so now she doesn't want any lunch. I have some leftovers in a Tupperware box that she can heat up and eat for her lunch when she's hungry. I think I'm gonna have to eat instant noodles because I haven't got any fresh food apart from some stuff that I'm gonna cook tonight. I'm defrosting some salmon and we'll have that later with some potatoes and the last of the green veg, which is sprouts. Oh, actually, I don't need to have instant noodles, look, because I've got a few rice noodles left, and that's left over from last night. I just couldn't finish it. If I heat that up really thoroughly and add some bits and bobs, that'll probably make me quite a nice lunch. I could even shred some iceberg lettuce and fry it. I think that'd be all right. I know it's a bit unconventional, but you know me, I'm very experimental when it comes to food. By the way, 2 things have come through the post today. One is from O2, and that can only be my new SIM. So I'll be setting up the new phone later, the new second-hand phone. And the other thing, which I've turned around the other way obviously, is Isabel's prescription for some extra antibiotic cream and ointment. If you didn't happen to watch the relevant vlog to know what that is about, Izzy had a bit of a flare-up over Christmas because she had to come off her normal anti-inflammatory medication because it can act as an immunosuppressor. So she came off it while she had her flu symptoms, and after 9 days. She was very flared up. She had quite a bad skin infection on behind both knees, which was over quite a wide area, like that big on both knees. So she used up her entire month's supply of antibiotic cream. It's good to have a little bit of a backup, so if she has an emergency like that, we can deal with it immediately in-house rather than having a delay, having to go to the GP and all that. Yeah, so that's what that's for. So at some point I'll have to go down to the chemist to get that. I'm going to turn that lot and the leftover noodles into a meal for myself now. I didn't cook the iceberg lettuce in the end, I just shredded the cabbage up very, very finely instead. Smells good though. Oh, I haven't put the chilli in. I put the lemon and soy sauce in, but not the chilli, it's just whacked those in. Izzy's not having this because she's having the very innocuous concoction that's in the fridge awaiting her. Once that's done, I'll just add the noodles, make sure they're heated through really, really well, obviously. And then stuff it. I haven't got many to do, but I'm just going to quickly wash those few dishes up while that is cooking. I'm playing Race the Stir Fry again. 10 minutes later, as you can see, I have done that little bit of washing up. I didn't quite get as far as the pan, but my stomach was growling and that was done. So I'm going to taste that now. I've got a feeling it might be a bit mild, but let's see, shall we? Yeah, it's a bit mild. I didn't put enough of the soy sauce and all that in. Oh, it's got a kick to it though. A bit of an afterburn from the chilli. Bit of retro seasoning. Don't be too much, don't be too much. Well, that's probably more than I really meant to put in. But anyway, stir that up. Oh, it's gonna be delicious. It is now 10 to 6 in the evening. I've just really annoyed myself. I got ever so tired all of a sudden, had a little lie down. I thought I'll have a little 20 minutes and just woke up. So that's quite annoying. So that was, I think, 2 hours. I didn't exactly check what time I nodded off, but anyway. Got to decide what to do with my little amount of time I have left of today. I've been hanging laundry out on radiators and now I have a cup of tea. And I'm going down to Flute Cave. Oh, and trying not to spill tea as I go. I'm still feeling a bit like just woke up-ish. But anyway, I'm going to give my flute a go and I'm just going to like play some scales and things like that and see if I can bring my tone back on again to where it was because it's been suffering lately. Driving me crazy. But yeah, I'll have a little go now and see if I can make any headway with it. It sounds to me like there's an integrated high-pitched hiss right through my tone at the moment, and I'm hoping that just playing lots of slow stuff with lots of long notes will help it. I've just spent a good 20 minutes doing very long notes right through the whole range of the instruments. Pitch range, poor neighbours, but hopefully they don't mind because they make a lot of noise as well, so hopefully that's okay. Yes, my ears are ringing. Well, this ear is ringing, this ear is not ringing, so definitely not something I like to do too often with the really high notes because they're loud. But anyway, after about a third of the way up, I did definitely start to have to keep on clearing my throat. So maybe my experiment to clear one's chest via resonance might be working or it might not. I don't know whether it's resonance, whether it's deep breathing, whether it's a bit of both. In fact, I think I'm going to Google now, can playing the flute clear your chest? I'm going to Google it, see if anything comes up at all. I don't know. I found an interesting article on the Everyday Health website. I don't know how bona fide this is, but apparently there's this medical device that they've actually invented called the lung flute, which does exactly what I was just theoretically theorising about the lung flute. See, I'm still clearing it up. The lung flute, new COPD treatment could help you breathe easier. Find out how the lung flute can open up your airways and become an instrumental part of your COPD treatment. Nice picture of the lungs there. For some people with COPD or chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, the lung flute is hitting all the right notes. Bernard Swanekamp, 81, is one of them. The lifelong smoker from New York, I think, says the medical device brings up the phlegm from the bottom of his lungs and makes his breathing a lot easier. It's a really good thing. I wouldn't be without it, he says. His wife Barbara is a big fan of the lung flute as well. Since her husband's been using it twice a day for more than a year, she says he doesn't cough as much, but when he does, it's more productive. So he brings up more when he does. The progressive lung disease can cause mucus to build up in the airways, triggering coughing, wheezing and trouble breathing. So I don't think that's what I've got. I think I've just got something left over from when I had the flu thing. And so many people have difficulty clearing their lungs. I'm just paraphrasing that for speed. This chronic congestion can lead to infections like pneumonia. Breathing problems can also make it harder, sometimes impossible to go about daily living. The flute-shaped lung flute is a handheld device that helps reduce thin mucus so that people can get rid of it more easily. Here's how it works. You blow into the tube, which holds a thin reed that flutters when you exhale. The movement of the reed creates low-frequency sound waves that travel back into your trachea and down into your lungs. As the sound waves pass through the secretion/mucus, the sound energy vibrates the secretions, breaking the hydrogen bonds and thinning the secretions. Wow! Is that what I'm doing? I'm breaking hydrogen bonds. There was me, just thinking it was a bit of a... I wasn't sure if I was imagining it all these years, but anyway. I certainly haven't found low frequencies, I've found high frequencies. But anyway, that's what Frank Codella says. It works for medical acoustics, apparently. The natural action of the lungs can then move the mucus up the airways, so it's easier to expel. So there we are. I didn't quite get as far as can playing the flute do it, but I would imagine so. I mean, basically, that's like a clarinet really with a reed, isn't it? But it's going to have the same effect in the lungs. A reed or singing. Maybe singing would work. Right, I went off on a right tangent with that, didn't I? I'm going to make a cup of tea and I'm going to do 20 minutes of tunes now to finish off my practice. So I did scales for like 20 minutes and then I did those really long notes for like 20 minutes. I feel like I'm in pain now. I pushed those lungs to the limit, so I tell you, but I think it's good for me. So yeah, I'll just do some gentle tunes now to finish up and then I'll probably do a bit of editing and then get dinner on, because Izzy had really late lunch again because she was snacking and she wasn't hungry at lunchtime. She went out for a walk today. She's found out that one of the local shops will take orders via an app, and for 30p she can do click and collect. So she did it. She ordered herself a load of sweets and went along and click and collected it for 30p. I found a picture of that lung flute. Look, that's what it looks like. This is another website reviewing it. What I'm trying to do at the moment is Google what pitch is the lung flute. I keep finding reviews of it everywhere. I'm going to look on YouTube, see if I can have a listen and work out what note it is. Because if I know what note it is, because it's obviously just set to one note, isn't it? I can just play that note on the flute and it will work, theoretically, or at least I could try it and let you know how I got on. No, it's really low pitched. I think I'm on the wrong track.
He led the study and he was listening for a different kind of music. When you blow into the lung flute, a long mylar reed vibrates.
The vibration is supposed to actually send the sound wave, which we can't hear, retrograde, or going down into the airways. And then that's supposed to help break up the mucus.
Well, that note was too low for the human ear to hear. Subsonic. Do you know what I think of that? All sounds also contain elements that we can't hear on either end of the spectrum and all the other ones in between, because I've studied in my time a bit about acoustics, and all notes are made up of many different speeds of vibration all combined at once, but what the human ear hears is only one specific one. So I reckon we could play notes of many pitches and it would work, and my experience tells me that it does, so I'm just gonna carry on doing what I'm doing. But right now I need to go get that cup of tea because it's 7:15. Oh no, I got so sidetracked. I used up all the time. I'm gonna have to cook Izzy's dinner, and oh, parenting. sometime later and I've got everything under control. I've got potatoes boiling that I'm going to do mash with, and I've got some sprouts in there, and oh my god, salmon in the oven. Don't know why it made that noise. It was definitely dead, I checked. If you've enjoyed this video, do feel free to give the like button a gentle tickle. We don't do smashing of like buttons on this channel because we're ever so civilised. Feel free to caress the notification bell. And what else? Oh, comment down any thoughts below. And if you're new here and you'd like to follow any more of our story, do hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.